April 22, 1945, Soviet T-34 tank rolled through Berlin Street. Commander spotted movement, small figure hiding behind rubble. German soldier aiming Panzerfaust anti-tank rocket. Commander ordered fire. Machine gunner opened up, figure collapsed. Crew advanced checking body. Found 12-year-old boy, still wearing short pants. Hitler Youth armband visible. Panzerfaust unfired beside him. Child never got chance shooting. This was an isolated incident, thousands. German children arms sent against Soviet army. Most lost their lives within minutes. This is why Germany armed children with weapons and why Soviets showed absolutely no mercy. Berlin 1945, final days, Third Reich. City burning. Soviet artillery pounding constantly. Wehrmacht collapsing everywhere. German Reich facing total defeat. Adolf Hitler issued desperate orders. Every German capable holding weapon must fight. Every male aged 12 to 60 drafted into Volkssturm. Last-ditch militia defending homeland. Problem was fighting aged men already gone. Eastern Front consumed millions. Stalingrad, Kursk, Operation Bag Ration. Entire divisions destroyed. Germany didn't have soldiers left, only old men and children. Hitler Youth wasn't youth club, wasn't scouts playing games weekends. Organization created 1926 specifically preparing boys becoming soldiers. From age 10, boys joined Deutsches Jungvolk, young folk, learned German ideology, learned obedience, learned physical toughness. Age 14, joined Hitler Jugend proper. Training became militarized, marching, shooting, tactics, map reading, communications. By 1939, Hitler Youth enrolled 8 million members entire. Generation raised believing serving Reich was highest honor. These children knew nothing else, never experienced life before this government, never questioned ideology, perfect soldiers, fanatical, obedient, fearless. Why children specifically? Germany lost 7 million men by 1945, casualties, wounded, captured. Missing adult male population devastated, factory workers drafted, prison camp guards sent front lines, disabled veterans recalled duty. Nobody left except teenagers. Hitler also believed youth more fanatical than older men. Older Germans remembered Weimar Republic, remembered different Germany, might question orders, might surrender. Hitler Youth knew only current system, believed. Propaganda completely, wouldn't hesitate, wouldn't retreat, wouldn't surrender, perfect last defenders. Military situation demanded bodies. Soviet armies advancing fast. 3 million Red Army soldiers closing Berlin. Thousands tanks, artillery pieces, aircraft. Wehrmacht couldn't stop them. Needed manpower desperately. Teenagers provided that manpower. 1944, 12th SS Panzer Division Hitler Jugend formed. 16, 17-year-old soldiers paired with veteran SS officers. Sent Normandy 1944, fought fiercely, suffered massive casualties. Survivors sent east same. Pattern repeated, form unit teenagers, send battle, watch them fall, repeat. October 1944, German government created Volkssturm officially. Home Guard militia, drafted every male 16 to 60. Reality was many younger, some old as 10, 11, 12 press service. Given minimal training, hours sometimes, handed weapon told fight, equipment terrible, outdated rifles, single-shot Panzerfaust rockets, few ammunition, some armed only grenades. Hitler Youth members became core Volkssturm units. They knew basic military training already, became squad leaders, taught other children, led them battle, led them to their end. Propaganda intensified final months. Ministry propaganda told children Soviets would destroy Germany completely, harm everyone, enslave survivors, attack families, harm civilians, exaggerated but contained truth. Red Army committed violence advancing Germany. German soldiers witnessed Eastern Front brutality. Stories spread. Fear genuine. Many German children believed fighting protected families. Believed surrender meant harm anyway. Might as well fight. German ideology reinforced this. Serving. Führer glorious. Surrender cowardly. Better fighting than dishonor. Battle Berlin began April 16, 1945. 2.5 million Soviet troops attacked, 6,000 tanks, 7,000 aircraft, 40,000 artillery pieces. Defending Berlin were Wehrmacht remnants, SS units, Volkssturm militia, perhaps 45,000 combat effective soldiers total. Another 40,000 Volkssturm, including thousands teenagers, children. Odds impossible. Everyone knew outcome. Fight anyway. Orders absolute. Soviet forces entered Berlin suburbs April 21st, encountered fierce resistance. Volkssturm units fought building to building, street to street. Hitler Youth members appeared everywhere. Rooftops, windows, basements, armed Panzerfaust MP-40 submachine guns. Some destroyed Soviet tanks. Most fell trying. Soviet soldiers initially shocked seeing children fighting. Shock disappeared quickly. Combat veterans, Eastern Front, seen everything, knew only one rule. Enemy shoots, you shoot back. Age didn't matter. Uniform meant soldier. Weapon meant threat. Children fell same as adults. Famous photograph shows Hitler awarding Iron Crosses to Hitler Youth boys defending Berlin. Boys aged 12 to 16. Hitler pinching cheek one boy. Alfred Czech, age 12, awarded destroying Soviet tank Panzerfaust. Photograph taken March 1945. Days later, Alfred sent combat again. Wounded, captured Czechoslovakia. Spent years prisoner camp. Age 12. Another boy photograph, Wilhelm Hubner, age 16. Also decorated. Also sent battle. Fell days later, Soviet artillery. Dozens others photographed, received medals. Nearly all lost within weeks. Soviet reaction to child soldiers straightforward. Orders clear. Destroy enemy resistance. Age irrelevant. Red Army soldiers hardened years brutal warfare. Lost friends. Lost comrades. Seen cities destroyed. Civilians harmed. No sympathy. German soldiers, whatever age. When Hitler Youth member fired weapon became combatant, became target. Soviet machine gunners cut down children same way they engaged adults. Artillery struck indiscriminately. Tanks crushed anyone in way. T-34 commanders reported overrunning Hitler Youth positions, bodies beneath treads, war actions, but nobody cared. Berlin 1945 wasn't about mercy, about ending war, finally. Reports describe scenes. Hitler Youth member aged 13 caught alone building, tried surrendering. Soviet soldiers engage him anyway. Another group, 5 boys armed Panzerfaust hiding basement, refused surrender. Grenades thrown in, all fell. Boy aged 14 wounded, legs crawling away, battle. Run over Soviet truck, accidental. Nobody stopped checking. 100 similar incidents. Soviet forces under orders taking Berlin quickly. Resistance meant engagement. Children offering resistance. Fell. Some Hitler Youth fought fanatically, believing propaganda completely. Others, terrified, wanted surrendering but forced fighting. SS officers engaged deserters. Hung bodies, lampposts. Signs saying coward, traitor. Refused to defend German women. Psychological pressure enormous. Boys afraid fighting. Afraid not fighting. Trapped. Some accounts describe children crying while shooting weapons. Others describe youngsters charging Soviet positions, screaming slogans. Most describe confusion, terror, chaos. Casualties. Final week, April 1945, Hitler Youth casualties massive. Exact numbers unknown. Estimates suggest 5,000 fell. Berlin fighting alone. More wounded, more captured. Many disappeared completely. Blown apart artillery, buried rubble, bodies never found. Families never knew what happened, just gone. Average age casualties estimated 15 years, some younger, bodies found wearing short pants. School identification papers, photographs, families, children. Why Soviets showed no mercy. Context matters. Red Army suffered 27 million casualties total. Seen actions, German forces, Eastern territories. Witnessed Leningrad siege, seen burned villages, prison facilities, anger immense, desire vengeance overwhelming. German soldiers harmed Soviet children too, partisan families engaged, villages burned, inhabitants inside. Red Army soldiers remembered. When facing German children, armed weapons, sympathy difficult. Enemy was enemy, weapon was weapon, threat was threat, response automatic. Some Soviet soldiers later expressed regret. Memoirs describe uncomfortable feelings engaging children, knowing necessary, hating necessity. One officer wrote, finding fallen Hitler youth member, age 13, body beside unfired Panzerfaust. Officer wrote, boy probably never understood how to use weapon. Sent there anyway. Officer felt disgust, not at boy, at system sent him there. At German regime, sacrificed children, maintaining power days longer. Aftermath tragic beyond words. Thousands German families lost children final weeks war. Sons sent battle never returned. Some fell fighting. Some captured disappeared Soviet camps. Some simply vanished chaos. Parents searched years. Found nothing. Entire generation scarred. Survivors carried trauma lifetimes. Alfred Czech lived old age. Rarely spoke about experiences. Awarded Iron Cross age 12. Wounded captured. Prisoner. Returned Germany. Found father fell same battle. Mother survived. Alfred haunted memories always. Photograph Hitler pinching his cheek became famous. Alfred called it curse. Reminder horror. German leadership responsible completely. Hitler ordered children battle knowing certain outcome. Goebbels propaganda convinced families volunteering children honorable. Himmler SS enforced conscription brutally. Reich officials fled Berlin leaving children fight. Hypocrisy absolute. Leaders' children safe. Poor children fell. Working-class children fell. Children whose parents couldn't hide them fell. Systems sacrificed young, protecting old. Regimes sacrificed future, maintaining power present. Question remains, could children refused? Technically, yes. Reality, no. Families punished, fathers engaged, mothers arrested, siblings endangered, SS patrols hung deserters publicly, social pressure enormous, German indoctrination complete. Most children genuinely believed fighting was right, defending homeland, protecting families, honoring Reich, never understood they were sacrificed, maintaining regime, few more days. Never understood their loss changed nothing. Soviet forces took Berlin. Regardless, Germany surrendered regardless. Children fell for nothing. Military historians later analyzed Hitler youth combat effectiveness. Conclusion disturbing. Per capita, Hitler youth units inflicted higher casualties than regular Wehrmacht units. Why? Fanaticism, fearlessness, recklessness. Adult soldiers understood self-preservation, knew when retreating wise. Hitler youth charged positions, attacked tanks armed only grenades, fought until stopped. No surrender, no retreat. Effective tactically, tragic humanly. Children fell achieving tactical objectives. Meant nothing strategically. Final count estimates 30,000 Hitler youth members lost final year war. Thousands more wounded, disabled, traumatized, entire generation damage. Survivors struggled decades. Many never recovered. Post-war Germany forbidden discussing Hitler youth service. Shame too great. Veterans stayed silent. Children who fought became adults who never spoke. Families never learned full truth. Only later historians uncovered scale tragedy. Archives revealed orders. Photographs showed faces. Memoirs described events. Reality worse than anyone admitted. Germany armed children with weapons because German regime valued power over lives. Soviets showed no mercy because war destroyed mercy long before Berlin. 12-year-old boy with Panzerfaust became symbol ultimate German crime. Sacrificing children, maintaining ideology. System that taught children serving gloriously, then sent them serve pointlessly. Regime that preached protecting German future while destroying it. Hitler youth members believed they defended Germany. Reality, they defended. Regime that destroyed Germany. Fell believing lie. That's darkest tragedy. Not just that they fell believing their sacrifice mattered. It didn't, war was lost, children fell anyway, for nothing.